He went to the village and he started begging alms. So at one house, he called the mistress of the house and he begged alms or he asked for food. So he stood before a door and asked the mistress of the house for food. The housewife heard his call and started coming out with alms. So just then what happened? Her husband, who had gone to another village, returned home. So at that same time, when she was bringing the food to the Brahmin, at that same time her husband entered into the home. So what happened? Without going to the Brahmin, she went back into the home. She met him in her way to the entrance, and at once she set aside the platter of food for the vagrant or the beggar. Or vagrant is the person who beg alms. So okay, we can simply say a beggar. So as she was bringing the food, her husband entered into the home and she kept aside that platter of food and immediately attended to the duties of her husband. What she did, she offered him water for washing his feet and then arranged for his bath and then arranged for the worshipping of his household gods, and then she served him food. So, in all this time, the Brahmin was outside standing as he was waiting for that woman to come out and give food. So, all this time what she was doing, she was attending her duties towards her husband. She offered water for his washing his feet. She offered water for taking bath. She arranged for his household gods worshipping, and next she kept food for him or arranged food for him, and while he was eating food, she sat beside him and served him all the things he wanted. And later what happened? As he was about to sleep, she sat beside him and waved him a fan, or then she served him food and laid out his bed and fanned him until he was asleep. So in a few minutes her husband fell asleep. So after her husband slept, then she remembered about this beggar who was outside, or Kausika, and then she took that platter of food and went out. So when she went out, what happened? Okay, so she came after all her work for her husband was completed, and later her husband fell asleep, and then she came out with the platter of food for the beggar or for Kausika. Now she took the platter laid aside an hour or two ago and went to offer to the mendicant waiting outside. Mendicant again is a person who begs alms from one home to another home. So when this woman came out, the young Brahmin already is an anger man, no? He simply gets angry on everyone. So the young Brahmin had already been burning with hunger. He was with a lot of hunger, and he was already with a lot of hunger, and as she came so late after 2 hours, now he was also burning with anger. So hunger also became into a big anger. So he was very angry with her, and for her inordinate delay. So she came so after 2 hours late, no? So he was so angry with her. He was so angry with her, and he looked at her with his blood red eyes. Again he was looking at her with blood red eyes. Now what this woman said will make us little bit shocked. So this woman looked at him very coolly and said, "Attending to my husband's needs is more important to me than offering food for you. I know you are often given to anger, but I am not a crane to fall dead by your looks." She will say, "I am not the crane in the forest which fell dead by your looks, and attending to my husband's duties is more important for me than offering food for you." So this man is very shocked. Why? What happened in the forest? How this woman knew? So he was very much shocked. The young man was surprised, and he was so much surprised. And how could this woman know about the incident that happened in the forest? He was thinking. He thought and asked her about the same. What happened? So this woman came with a platter of food to the Brahmin or Kausika, and she says, I am not the crane which fell dead in the forest. So this man was given into a great surprise. He will think, how come this woman knew what had happened in the forest? So the young man was surprised. How could this woman know about the incident in the forest? He thought and asked her the same. So she replied, I do my duties as a housewife every day with great devotion and dedication and without any violation. So she says she is a responsible woman who does her duties regularly without any violation. She is doing her duties with great dedication. So because of her dedication and work, she has got some superpowers. So she says it has given her superpowers, and through that superpower she came to know what has happened in the forest. What happened in the forest? The young Brahmin looked with his fiery eyes onto the crane which shed stool on his head. So the young Brahmin, when he saw the crane with his fiery eyes, the crane fell dead as a ball of lead. So he came to know that this woman has some superpowers. So how did she get those superpowers? She says as she is doing her duties regularly with lot of dedication and without any violation, she has got some superpowers, so that she is able to say what has happened for him before. So by this she also asks him or advises the Kaushika or the young Brahmin to go and meet the meat seller in the nearby village. So we will see, all of you turn your books to page number 74. There is a meat seller in the village nearby. You can go to him and he will tell you many more things. So saying, the lady of the house went inside. So the young man took her word and went to the village to see the meat seller. So he went to the village to see the meat seller. So by the time he went to the meat seller, what happened? The meat seller already knew that this young Brahmin was coming to him. So he was again astonished or surprised. Again he asked him how he knew about his coming, because in those days they don't have any calls, phones or mobile phones or SMS. They cannot do, no? So before this young Brahmin went to that meat seller, he already knew that he was coming. So this young Brahmin was again given into surprise. So the meat seller was sitting in his shop. He saw the Brahmin at a short distance and walked towards him. Are you not the person sent by the great woman in the village? He asked to the young Brahmin. So young Brahmin was even more surprised by this, and he was amazed beyond words. And he says, yes, how on earth could anyone know about her sending me here? He was astonished or surprised, and he asked this question to the meat seller. And he exclaimed. Exclaim means what? In a surprise. We exclaim, no? Suppose your mother cooks a beautiful dish for you without your notice and offers you a big gift. How do you feel? You feel very surprised and you exclaim, wow, mama, you have cooked my favorite dish. You exclaim, yes or no? So, how on earth could you know about her sending me here? He exclaimed. The meat seller smiled and said, come on, I will tell you everything about it. And he takes him and makes him sit in his shop. So saying, he took him to his shop. See, I don't kill any animal myself, but only sell the meat. It is my vacation. Vacation means duty or occupation. So what is meant by vocation? Occupation. So So I do my trade in a fair way, in a correct manner. He says he does his duty in a correct manner. Then he took him to his home. So at his home, what happened we will see. You can see in the picture here, there his old parents were there. They are so happy swinging on the swing. They sat on the swing and nicely swinging. How many of you like swinging? Yeah, very good. We all like swinging, no? Even I like to swing. Okay, so the Brahmin saw the meat seller's parents there who were very old. They were kept moving on a bed, swinging to and fro. The meat seller said to him, "These are my parents and I treat them with great care and love." So, by this time, what did the Brahmin think of? Yes, very good. He thought of his own parents. So they were of old age like the meat seller's parents only. So at his somewhere in his mind he remembered his parents. And next what happened? He says, the meat seller says, "These are my parents. I treat them with great care and love and they are very happy with me. So this way I have been living a good and fair life. So I do my duties and as well as I take care of my parents." So by this meat seller's deeds or by his life, the young Brahmin has a tingling in his mind that he came off leaving his parents at home, his old parents at home. And what happened we will see in the next paragraph. Next what happened? "This way I have been living, never failing in my proper ordained duties, and it has given me many special powers." So the young Brahmin now understood where he had gone wrong. What is his wrong? He left his parents and went to the forest thinking that study, prayer and worship is only acceptable to God, but that is not acceptable to God. What else we should do? We should do our responsibilities. We should take care of our parents. We should do our duty as well as we should take care of our parents. So by this meat seller's life, he came to know his mistake. And the young Brahmin now understood where he had gone wrong. He was only spending his time in study and prayer, but ignored his parents who had become old and blind. So he was overcome with a feeling of shame and guilt. So he repented for his life. He repented for what he has done to his parents, leaving them at their old age. And he thanked the meat seller for reminding him of his chief duty and returned home to take care of his parents. So that ends our lesson. So how many of you enjoyed the story? Very good. So what is the moral of our story? Persons need to have responsibility of their parents as well as they have to do their duties regularly. They should work as well as take care of their family and parents. That is very important. In life, we should have our career as well as have a family and take care of them. So this is very important. So we should not spend our time only in prayer and worship and study. We should also take care of our parents as grown-up children. You all should obey your parents and listen to them, care for them and do little things whatever they tell you. Have a good day.